Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we will be talking about skill 4, passive, listening to passive sentences. It is sometimes difficult to understand who or what is doing the action in a passive sentence. The problem is often tested in the short dialogues. For example, in the recording you hear a man said, "Is that a new chair?" The woman replied, "Yes, we just bought it last week." And the narrator asked, "What does the woman mean?" A. She brought the chair with her. B. The chair was lost for a week. C. The chair was purchased recently. D. She bought the last chair from the store. So take a look at the woman's statement. Yes, we just bought it last week. Okay, so this is the sentence in a passive forms. Yeah, we just bought it last week. Okay, so the correct uh, answer is the passive sentence of this sentence. We just bought it last week. So what is the answer? The answer is C. The chair was purchased recently. So this is the passive forms, yeah, of yes, we just bought it last week. And this is a very important note, ladies and gentlemen. You should note that the following about passive sentence in the short dialogues. If the dialogue contains a passive statement, the answer to the question is often an active statement. On the contrary, if the dialogue contains an active statement, the answer to the question is often a passive statement. For example, let's do the exercises. Choose the correct answer. Man said, "What happened to your notebook?" The woman replied, "I left it in the cafeteria." The narrator asked, "What does the woman imply?" So, what is the meaning? What is the meaning of "I left it in the cafeteria"? Okay, what is the same sentence? I mean the sentence which has the same meaning as "I left it in the cafeteria." Okay, as you know that this is active forms. Okay, so the answer must be in passive forms. What is the answer? Yes, D. The notebook was left in the cafeteria. I left the notebook in the cafeteria, active, becoming passive. The notebook was left in the cafeteria. The answer is D. The next, man stated, "When are we going to talk about the problem with the copy machine?" The woman replied, "It will be discussed at the meeting tomorrow." The narrator um, asks, yeah, "What does the woman mean?" Okay, what is the meaning of the sentence, "It will be discussed at the meeting tomorrow"? Because this is a passive sentence, so the answer might be in an active sentence. It will be discussed in the meeting tomorrow. What is the same sentence? They will talk about the problem tomorrow. So B, okay, in the form of active sentence. Next, the woman said, "Did you correct the paper?" "Man, I checked every single line again and again." The narrator asks, "What does the man mean?" Okay, what is the meaning of "I checked every single line again and again"? This is active sentence. So the answer might be in a passive sentence. Which one? Yes, the paper has been thoroughly corrected. Okay, again and again means thoroughly. Okay, thoroughly corrected. All right. Okay. Thank you very much for your attention for today's presentation. And see you next time. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.